YouTube, what's going on, man? It's been a while since I really dropped a video. Got certain things I'm trying to make sure it gets sorted out before I put certain information out there. People are always asking me about them in the comment section. Sometimes people that have my phone number call me and ask me how the process going. Sometimes I'm in somebody else's live, somebody see me make a comment and they'll ask me how the process going. If you don't know what process I'm talking about the two trucks that I lost. It's been about a month now. Yeah, that's still going on. So I ain't gonna put too much out there about it. Some people wanna get out of line in the comment section about stuff that, I mean, maybe some people doing it, but I don't gotta do that. So I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But this one is about paying drivers. If you at the point where you're hiring employees, you don't necessarily gotta be a driver, because if you have a trucking company, you might have a shop, you might have some people that wash the trucks, and not even just about a trucking company. It could be anything at all you're doing. When you're hiring employees, you gotta pay them good, man. Especially if they really work. You gotta pay them their worth, man. You can't pay them cheap. You can't take advantage of them. You have some that will go above and beyond for you. Them ones, you really gotta take care of them, because they're the one keeping you growing. They could put you at heights that you didn't know you'll be able to get to. But since we're mostly talking about trucking, I'm talking about drivers. You gotta pay drivers good. Yeah, you're gonna get some drivers they're gonna tear up your equipment. They ain't gonna take care of your equipment, stuff like that. You'll know them drivers, and you just gotta weed them drivers out. The least chance you get a good driver and you replace them. But when you have a good driver that's taking care of the equipment, they're helping you to keep up on the equipment, they're saving you money and stuff like that, you gotta pay them good. You gotta talk to them, you gotta see where they at, where their mind at, and stuff like that. Because they'll make you and they'll break you. When they start costing you money, you can never have enough money save up to fix that truck if that driver really want to cost you money. So you gotta pay the drivers good. Talk to them, man, see what they need, see how you could help them out. Sometimes you gotta help them out in more ways than you really wanted to, but when they're the one out there doing the work and making you the money, you gotta take care of them. You're gonna have some bad mind drivers where they're watching you, see what you're doing. You the owner of the company, or you the owner of the truck, or whatever. They're watching you, see what you're doing. You're growing, you're buying these expensive cars, you're living in a big house, stuff like that. They're the one out there doing the work. And if they feel like you ain't supposed to have what you have, that could sabotage you. That could cause you to lose stuff that you have. You'll have them on a load. They'll be delivering loads late, not showing up to go run a load, stuff like that. So you gotta be careful. Sometimes, I don't know if you ever hear that saying, never let your right hand know what your left hand doing. Sometimes you gotta be like that. It's not everything you gotta show. You gotta know the people around you. You gotta know the drivers you have when it comes to stuff like that. Some people like to floss, they like to show off, but you gotta be careful doing that, man. A lot of these drivers, well, a lot of people you hire, they're watching what you're doing. You're growing too fast, you're buying trucks after trucks after trucks, and they're driving for you. They want a truck, they can't get a truck for whatever reason. Whether they're not saving their money, they're not managing their money right, because of their credit, or whatever the reason. They can't buy a truck, but they want a truck. And they see you buying all these trucks. First of all, when they see you buying all these trucks, they're going to think it's easy. They're going to think it's easy to buy them trucks. But at the same time, they're going to be asking themselves why they can't buy the trucks like you buying it. And they're the ones doing the work. So, sometimes you could go out there and buy something, and you just got to talk yourself out of it. It's not that you don't want it. It's not that you can't afford it. But because the people around you, they're watching what you're doing, and they're not all for you. So sometimes you just gotta act broke just for the eyes. And I don't know, you might know somebody who going through it. I know people going through it. And that's why I made this video, just to put the information out there. Because some people, it's going on around them, but they're blind to it. They have tunnel vision. They're just looking in one direction. They can't see what's going on around them. But you gotta pay attention to your surroundings, man. Pay attention to the people around you, whether it be your friends, associates, families, employees, just people you come across on a day-to-day basis. You have some people that using you for what you could offer them, but they're not bringing nothing to the table. You can't call on them for nothing. You can't even call on them for information. They have nothing to offer, but they gain everything from you. And some of them people, they're just around you to see what you're doing, and they're trying to bring you down at the same time. So be careful of the people around you, man.